Good morning, campers. Happy Monday. And you know what it means? It's Masculine Monday. I'm going to light up my incense because I forgot to do that. It may be a bit of a crazy reading because, to be honest, I have pulled out so many oracle decks and so many cards to do for today. We're probably not going to have time for all of it, but it's making me feel that there's a lot going on with this collective. Maybe it is on a level of mind, of preparation. So maybe there's a lot on your mind. There's a lot of things that you want to achieve. There's a lot of things that you feel like are changing and are going on. We're sitting in a very powerful moment, okay, astrologically, and especially for our masculines. The reason for that is, first thing that I want to mention is, you guys know that we went through the a beautiful super moon, full moon in Gemini last full moon of the year, very powerful full moon, opening the window to close certain things forever behind, to take certain decisions, also sort of opening that window leading towards the 12th of the 12th, which is a very powerful portal where everything that we've put in, the work, the effort, the decisions, will start to come into fruition. And it's especially powerful for the masculines, especially for those of you who have been consciously on a journey, because we're moving from a year of the snake to the year of the horse. So the snake was about shedding, awakening, learning, this internal change, right? Shifts, leaving certain things behind, closing karmic contracts. And the horse, you guys know that in this deck, I'm not going to be looking for it, maybe we'll pull it, but in my animals deck, the horse is actually what I associate with the divine masculine. The divine masculine on a journey is the one that is the momentum, is the go time, it's the yes, let's do it, it's dedication, it's forward movement, it's the chariot energy, right? It's beautiful energy. So this is the year that we're entering. So depending where you are on a journey, it's going to look quite different, but okay, so you know this is your collective. I'm going to do 3 decks and I'm going to pull 3 cards out of those 3 decks so we can see where you sit, what energy you sit on, and then we're going to do a little bit of guidance. I have pulled out my love oracle, so maybe we're going to do some love guidance. Maybe your feminine is on your mind, but let's not go into, I'm now looking at this deck as well, and I want to do this one as well. Let's pull it out. We'll see how as we go. We're not going to go beyond 3 parts, but let's go. Stop rambling. All right. How's this masculine feeling? What's the ruling emotion currently? Okay. I'm hearing Dark Night of the Soul, to be honest. Okay. Self-awareness at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Self-awareness at the bottom of the deck. We have 4 cards. To be quite honest, I was hearing that these are the things that are on your mind. Those are the things that you would be thinking about, that you would be removing these things, that you will be truly finding the truth of these things. So let's go through it. First card that you have is number 53. This is prejudice. Okay? So maybe you are realizing, I kind of want to read through this just real quick. It's a shadow that comes from separation ourselves from oneness with the universe, it and all living beings, disconnect from remembrance of our soul, past lives, create an illusion of hierarchy, superiority. You know what I'm hearing with this one more than anything? I don't want to read through this. I don't know why I am in this boom, 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 boom energy, you know? And I always say these to you guys. I embody the energy of whoever I'm reading for. I embody the energy of a collective. So you would already, I feel like this collective, you already feel that horse energy. There's something that you want to just, you know what they're showing me? They're showing me like before the race, like the horses, they're like locked in the boxes. And it's like, it's this what's the word? Oh my God. Maybe you sometimes struggle with it. I feel crazy. It's like, you know that something is coming, that you're going to have to do it. It's like, it's this preparation. It's this, I'm missing this one word. it doesn't matter. It will come to me if it's important. But I feel like working on your prejudice would mean that you would start to realize that we live in a world full of prejudice, that we live in a world where our value, we're being told that our value depends of outside external things, right? That financial status, race, culture, gender, looks. I want to read this final paragraph. When we heal and awaken, we understand that our eternal soul is not linked to any specific race, culture, gender, looks, or financial status. Our true value depends only on who we are outside of our physical body, and we show up for ourselves and for others. This is it. There's a reason I was also hearing Dark Night of the Soul. I feel like you're coming out of your Dark Night of the Soul. You would have went through Dark Night of the Soul. You are understanding that you are not, it's this card with my deck, you are not what you are. That it is you, it is your heart, it is your value. And we live, which is incredibly important for the masculines, because the prejudice is the side of shadow, is the side of matrix. This is what matrix teaches us, that our value depends on race, on culture, or money, or looks, right? This is what you're meant to break. So truly understanding that is beautiful. And we have as well this honesty. I just wanted to sort of read the final paragraphs. When we heal, we begin to stand in the authentic frequency of our soul. We take decision in line with our values and purpose, creating more fulfilling, stable, and peaceful life. The desire to do the right thing takes over the need to gain external validation and approval. Yes. You're starting to see and notice this collective. You would be really sitting in this energy of starting to see and notice that this world is full of crap. What we're being taught from childhood, right? That what matters is our schools and money and work and financial status and how we look and how people see us and what we achieve in this physical world. You're starting to realize that this is all nonsense, that this is all, that you're moving beyond the veil. You're starting, it's like they're literally showing me like the veil is lifting. You're seeing that we are in the matrix, okay? Two more things. So that's sort of a one aspect. The second is we have boundaries and we have passion. So it's making me feel that you are understanding, you know how I always say that avoidant people think that they have boundaries. They don't realize that they're avoidant. You would understand that when we are wounded, we can confuse boundaries with avoidance. Remember, boundaries don't exist without strong understanding of self. Choosing not to deal with challenges isn't the same as raising boundaries. When you say no to something, make sure it's done with love and authenticity and communicated with maturity and respect. You are realizing that you have been running away from things and not raising boundaries. And we have true passion. And I don't want to read through this because I already know what it means. You're realizing what true passion doesn't exist without love, spirit, and connection. True passion is Tantra. True passion is connection. True passion is our compass into life. I'm hearing that you would be starting to understand why. You would be starting to understand the pull that you always had towards your feminine, that you didn't understand because you thought it was lust. You're understanding passion. Passion is the greatest compass in our journey towards fulfillment. It is our higher self communicating. Hold on. I don't know, I have wax on my card. This cannot be. Sign. Maybe you were burning a candle recently and a wax like dripped somewhere. And you know where it landed? No. Communication. It is how our higher self communicates with us. Passion shows us the way our soul can grow. It guides us towards our path and our soul family. When we follow passion, we truly surrender to the voice of our soul. We don't always need to understand the why. It doesn't always have to make sense. Our heart knows the passion is our internal fire guiding us towards fulfillment. When we're wounded, we confuse passion with lust. Remember, passion is never the problem. True passion is rooted in love. It has nothing to do with shallow desires of the ego. It's a mixture of love and internal fire. It exists to show us how to soothe our soul and fulfill our destiny. You're starting to understand. This is why you felt the pull all along. All right. Let's do 4 of these. My moon cards, because we have been in this sort of a moon energy. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment is being tested. I'm hearing a couple of things with this. Hold on. Nothing is yet set in stone. That's interesting. It is a bit of an energy of this full moon. Maybe you're still sitting in it. That's why we need guidance. Hold on. Conclusions are within reach. Conclusions are within reach. A personal issue reaches resolution. It's time to give rather than take, which is truly masculine energy. Masculines are givers. You guys are about giving. So this is what I'm hearing. With the commitment is being tested, we're going to clarify with tarot in a moment, but this is what I'm hearing. Your commitment is being tested. When the masculine goes through dark night of the soul, when you start to realize certain things, when you start to go through like this prejudice, this dishonesty, seeing the matrix, lifting the veil, right, and so on and so forth, it is a moment when your commitment is being tested, because you to yourself have to commit yourself to you and to the journey, how much you really want it. It's easy to think it's been so long. It's easy to think my feminine is fine without me. She's found her peace. She's found, right? But it is your commitment to the journey. And I always say this to you guys. There's a moment on a journey of the masculine when he is being prepared to return and to break the separation and to break no contact. When he is being... it's this true switch between victim of faith and master of destiny, right? Because for a very long time on this journey, our beautiful masculines, you guys believe in the victim of fate. So if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. If it's meant to be, it means it's going to be easy. If it's meant to be, it's just going to happen in a serendipitous way. This is why you walk away from us, because true divines, we usually meet in a very serendipitous moment, right? So it's the connection becomes too overwhelming, and on some level you trust that this is destined, but you walk away because you believe if it's truly meant to be, it's going to happen. It's going to circle around again. It's going to happen in a very serendipitous way. You think that you're going to hurt us and ghost us and avoid us and disappear and stay under a veil of denial, and then in a few years, bam, we're going to see each other serendipitously in a coffee shop, and it's all going to start. No. Commitment of the masculine, true masculine in this connection. There's a moment that when you're ready, and you rise into your masculine power, into your horse power, and then your commitment will be tested. Are you really committed to what you want? Because we're going to put obstacles in front of you. We're going to put things that we're not going to make it easy for you. What? I always say this to you guys, right? When people say like, oh, but it's not so easy. It's not supposed to be easy. Are you expecting the grandest prize of all to be easy? Your commitment will be tested. Your commitment to self, to your value. I feel like it's like it has already started. They're putting you in front of some test. Like, are you really committed to this? Because nothing is yet set in stone. We choose. This is the energy of this full moon. And I've mentioned this, you guys can go to my Instagram and sort of I had a couple of readings where I snipped important parts of the energy of this full moon. And I've also posted a couple of things about this full moon. This full moon was about choices that we take. Until we take the choice, nothing is set in stone, because we have free will. We can't screw it up. I always say this to you guys. But we have these like conclusions are within reach, and a person, I feel like we're a little bit like this. You're a little bit in between two things, right? So one is, I feel like it's related to your path, to your journey, to your feminine. There are certain things that are testing your commitment. They are trying to show you that the core of divine masculine is never put things on blind faith, but take action with commitment, with responsibility, with devotion, right? With dedication. It's about that. But I feel like there's also something that is still in your life that maybe you are waiting for that thing to sort of be solved, or you're waiting for an answer, for a closure. Let's do some tarot. Your commitment is being tested. I kind of want to do the pink ones to clarify what's going on in your life right now. Hold on. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is this energy, and you know what I'm hearing in my mind? How much you want it. Three of Cups is true soul family. This is about joy and celebration, truly being united with your soul family members. It's about never feeling alone. It's about it's as well. I always see this as, you know, soul family, not just in the physical world, right? Celebration of life. It's what I said. This journey is a great gift. You would really expect there's going to be no test. It's just going to come to you on a silver platter. How much you really want it. How much you want to enjoy life. How much you are ready, I'm hearing as well, to hold the frequency of the highest, most aligned timeline. I kind of want one more for that. Hold on. Your commitment. How they're testing your commitment. Oh, I just heard something. Hold on. Okay, I'm hearing something, but I want one more. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about hard work, is about mastery. But you know what I was hearing with this one? Because Three of Cups, they showed this to me a little bit in reverse. So I feel like they're testing you with your old life. So maybe you had moments when you... I'm hearing two things. Either it's this moment when your old life is knocking on your door. So maybe some old friends, some parties, not the nicest, you know, sort of a Friday weekend kind of energy, you know, partying, drinking, one night stands, and so on and so forth. Many masculines sort of go that road as we go through separation, and oftentimes way before we meet and you're introduced to the journey. So maybe it's like they're showing me like your old life knocking on your door, maybe even like some old girlfriends or old connections. The easy, it's this choice, the easy choice, right? I don't think you would fall, this collective, to be honest. We're gonna tap into your energy in a moment, but I was also hearing that it may be around Christmas season, because we are in this, you know, Christmas activates something within people. It is part of the conditioning. It can be beautiful, but it can also be, you know, that maybe you will realize that it's Christmas is like people realize that they're more alone if they feel still alone, right? And you would understand what I'm getting with this if it's really your collective. So maybe in the past you would celebrate Christmas with some friends or family members that were part of your karmic lesson, and you've moved away from these people, and there's a little bit of like, come on, you're not going to be on your own, like, right? Remember, if you moved away from something, there's a reason we move away from things. Don't go back. You may think it's just going to be for it makes no sense. You've been working very hard. This is hard work. This is dedication. I feel this collective, you've already been working hard on yourself, on your change. Your commitment is being tested. You may face some tests in this challenging season. Don't fall into temptation. Nothing is yet set in stone. Remember, right choice and easy choice. Sometimes we feel like, oh, it's just going to be something, but it puts us in a completely different timeline. Nothing is yet set in stone, but we have Eight of Wands. This is swift. I feel like I have this sense of urgency. I feel for this collective, it's going to be like, I'm hearing week or two. I'm hearing a week or two that you're going to take a decision, that something's going to happen, something's going to trigger it. It's going to be that temptation from the past timelines, right? And it's like you're going to take a decision and you're going to set it in stone. Because remember what I always say to you guys, and I've mentioned this in yesterday's reading, it's the decision that matters. It's the millisecond when we take a decision. And then, yes, it's a process. Certain things have to change and shift and come into fruition. But how we connect ourselves to a specific timeline is a decision. I think they're going to be testing you, and you're going to be maybe still around that prejudice, dishonesty, all karmic friends. Things are going to be happening, right? Maybe you will feel a little bit of the sentiment and loneliness of Christmas season. But you've worked hard for this. I feel it's really going to be a millisecond. Something's going to happen that you're going to take a decision. Two of Cups. Let's see. Let's do one more for this. What kind of decision? The High Priestess. Yes. Yes. I'm getting emotional. I feel like this collective. Next 2 weeks, I'm hearing. For some of you, it may literally already happening. For some of you, may still need a couple of like days, or it may happen within that week or so. You're going to be tested. You're going to be tempted to go back to old ways, to go back to old friends, to go back, right? Your commitment to the journey it will be tested. So maybe you will find out something, or you will hear something that will just this temptation of make an easy choice. Don't go back, right? I mean, don't go back, right? Make an easy choice and go back. But you work hard for this. And I feel something's going to happen. Some sort of guidance. This is as well your higher self guidance. But the higher self of your feminine as well. Maybe you have a vision or you have a dream. Something will happen, I feel, that it's just going to be like, boof, you're going to take that millisecond of a decision. Nothing in the physical will happen. It's just in your mind, you're going to be, I'm going to do it. This is my lifetime. This is the timeline, and you're going to set it in stone. The how and the when may still depend, right? But you're going to set that in stone. Conclusions are within reach. Conclusions are within reach. Justice. It's funny how she has that red threads. But you may have certain things. I want to do these little oracles, because you may have certain things that are still, maybe this is why you've been sort of holding yourself back, or I'm also hearing that maybe you're still bound by something that is really causing and triggering insecurities within you about the person that you are, about your values, about your manhood. Maybe there is something in the past that is really, I'm seeing the girl with a snake card in this deck. We're going to do this deck in a moment, but there's some sort of a karma clearance that's going to happen, I feel, soon. Let's do one more for that. Justice. That's a Libra card as well. Conclusions are within reach. The Chariot. And I was seeing the Chariot. Remember, forward movement. You're going to get forward movement. You're going to get some sort of, if there is something on your mind, there would be something for this collective. So either it's someone that is still connected to you, whether that's through actual legal cases, some sort of a maybe joint debts, maybe you're supporting this person, maybe you're paying money to this person. Something's going to happen that it's like energetically you're going to end this. And I'm hearing it, they confirming, not just energetically, there's going to be a forward movement, there's going to be a resolution. They're going to help you to remove this. Conclusions are within reach. There's this purple curtain of karma that will get cleared out. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Cancer, maybe you're connected to someone who's a Cancer sign. Two of Pentacles. This is good. This is balance. This is common ground as well. Compromise. Sorry, because I was saying that it may be actual legal issue that you're still connected to someone, you're paying, but it also may be that you have someone in your life, maybe I'm hearing an ex-partner that will always undermine your manhood, that would always make you feel like you're not man enough, like you're not resourceful enough, that will always make you feel insecure. I'm hearing like this man eater, this like horrible distorted feminine energy. The Empress. This is a card of good luck. This is a card of good luck. I feel there is something. I do want to do a couple of these just to clarify. Luck is on your side, definitely. And it's look at this. We have 4 cards, okay? The only one that is upwards is abundance. These are face down, so I'm not seeing them. So as you're watching this, it may be that you don't still believe that this is going to reach resolution. You don't believe that there's something that would unlock the door towards your abundance. So either you were bound by something financially and that's going to be released, or someone energetically was blocking your abundance because they were, it's what I said, is this girl with a snake energy that siphons your energy, your masculine energy, that makes you feel unworthy of your feminine, that makes you feel like you don't have luck, like you're bound for certain things. Let's see what we have. We have date. What is with these hair? Hold on. It keeps coming back. We have love. And we have farts. Why did I say that? We have heart. Oh my God. Why did I say that? Maybe you're sometimes a little awkward. I feel like I'm blushing. Heart. Heart. Oh my God. You guys. These are beautiful cards. I think this is what you're not seeing, to be honest. I think in your mind, this collective ascending. I feel you think that there's a long way. Is this 8 of Wands? Is this movement? Look what you have. You have 8 of Wands. You have Chariot. You've worked for this. You've proven worthy. There are some final tests to clear out, right? You have the Empress, you have High Priestess, you've been guided by your counterpart's higher self as well. I feel that you are doubting that the situation as it is right now, that it can be resolved quickly. And I'm hearing, there's a reason I was hearing 2 weeks and I'm hearing now 2 months. I feel like within the next 2 weeks, there's going to be in your life so much movement, so much clarity, so many things will get dissolved and resolved and conclusions, right? That it will open, you'll take that decision, you'll connect to your highest timeline, and within the next 2 months, your life, which puts us where? Until January, February, will change completely. You wouldn't even believe that. You have date, you have love, you have heart with a key. Someone holds a key to your heart. Maybe you think that the return to your feminine is going to be a very long journey, that there are certain things that are just impossible and not doable. Remember, this is why I always say this to you guys. It's the decision that we take. It's with an open heart saying to the universe, I want it. I will put in the work. And everything will fall into place. I want a couple of more for these. Heart with a key. The Grim Reaper. Transform. Grow and transform. Hold on. Not today. That's a bit conflicting, what we're having here now. Clarity, truth, revelation, protection, power. This is it, you guys. This is why I'm feeling that way. I feel like you right now watching this